pound is collapsing, and it's not just against the dollar. Sterling yen hit hard. Sterling dollar sliding hard, and while the yen looks weak on the surface, there's a real divergence underneath. Smart money is moving across. Yen crosses fast. The question is the pound capitulation or a yen trap in disguise? Let's break it all down. Welcome back, everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. We're going to be looking at good old euro sterling, which took a major breakout. This is also adding fuel to what's happening in sterling yen and sterling dollar itself. Sterling yen, we talked about this. We said that if it broke this level, we'd need a couple of punches down to actually show that it was actually in a bearish tone. If I go to the 1 hour chart, which is what I trade off of generally, or actually I'll go to a 2 hour chart because that's what I had up yesterday. I looked at the breakdown right there. We said that level had to hold. Actually, it was the first level. The warning level was right here, 197, the figure. Said if it broke through 196.74, we were heading lower. Don't believe me? Go back and look at yesterday's video. It was a great trade call right there. So what's happening right now? Sterling yen, really, right now, we're currently trading right at like 195.80. It's been a brutal session for the pound. But don't blame the yen. It's this not all. This is all about sterling getting smoked across the board. Now I want to just show you why a major breakout happened in euro sterling. It was building. I didn't see it because I very rarely trade this cross, because generally this cross is very similar to just trading the euro dollar or the sterling dollar. They kind of move in unison. Not this time. Okay, it broke a key resistance level at 85. Say 50. It is now a nice level of support for it. We got resistance coming in really at I'm gonna move this, I'm gonna crunch this down. Wow, we got resistance coming in right up over here. This high bar's close 86.75, very close to it. If we break through that, we're probably going to attempt the high that we had back in April, Friday the 11th of April, where we actually see the marketplace resistance level. Now, if we go back further in time, if I go back, let's go back to the weekly just to see where we are on the weekly with this cross. Yeah, so it's right here is the major resistance on the weekly, 87, say 38, very close. And then the next level is 87, say 70. So as it stands right now, if you're trading this cross, and like I said, I don't really haven't highlighted this cross in, I think, over 2 years. I haven't really been paying attention to this cross, and lo and behold, I should have been looking at this for a clue to the sterling yen actually getting hit. My weekly analysis basically had sterling yen in a biddish tone. Everything's reversed. You know, I did say that if we broke certain levels, we were heading back down. Thank goodness I covered my ass with that. But really, itself, sterling, euro sterling right now has to hold short term. It's got to hold like 86 the figure. Okay, 0.86 the figure. If some out of nowhere this thing turns down and breaks, you know, that main level, and we got to have 2 punches down below it, we could basically trade back down to like the 84, say 50 level. Let's move on over to good old sterling yen. This one right now, as it stands, we made a low on the 2 hour chart, or every chart right now is like 95, say 35, 36. We had the original breakout here. I'm breakdown here. I'm gonna move this up to like, I'm gonna move it back right. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna say this is the level it's got to recover over. Right now there's major resistance here. All these people, all these traders trapped in this consolidation. They really weren't expecting this low to go. Once it did, it turned down. Now where can we go? Really, I think we're going to consolidate here. I don't think that we're going to really punch down to the, say, the 94.50 level yet. However, if this low does go, we're opening up our way to, right, this level right here, 194, say, 40, right there. So the points that we got to get over today to give any show of any type of strength right now is going to be this 190. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have moved that. It's say 196. Well, no, 195. Sorry, 195. 195, like 90. Let me put that level up. 195. 195. Where is it? Oh, right there. Very, very close. So, yeah, I'll use 195.97. We got to punch up through 195.97, and then we could restart to actually get some, basing happening in between 196.97 and 195. What was this? This low was like 195.30. Really important. If we can punch up through this is the resistance right now at 11:42 a.m. If we could punch up through it, we could get some resistance up in this area. If we break down below it and break this low, yep, opening up to 194.40. Let's move on over to good old cable itself. We had the support in at 136.79. There was a lot of consolidation going on in this currency. We had the spike up, failed, break down through the support, right down to the level that we called 135.37. Well, it's a little bit low. Went to 135.62. We had the support. Sorry, at 135.73. So we only slid down to 135.62. It's got, if anything, let me see what this point is right here. Okay, so the resistance is going to be right here, right there, 136.25 right now. Now we spiked up a little bit. We're coming up to resistance. If we can't get through this and punch back down through this low, we're heading way back down to like 135.20. So cable right now is definitely under pressure. It's not even really about the dollar today. It's pure cross rate damage. Traders are fleeing sterling on weak UK data and doubts of Bank of England policy. So the support, really, we got down at, I'm going to go down here. 135.23 is the first line of defense. We popped this level right here, 135.70. I know we didn't go much below it, but I always say that if we break a support, there's something wrong. If it was in a full-blown upward momentum, we wouldn't have popped it. We might have retraced deeply, maybe coming off this high. We might have retraced deeply to this level, not really even hit it, came back up, and be trading right here. But we're not. We popped this level, so I'm seeing some inherent weakness. Let's go over to good old dollar yen. Dollar yen, man, this thing is freaking crazy, right? We hit this low in dollar yen, 142.67, had a support point at 142.55. I went short this currency. I haven't done anything the last couple of days. I've been busy, and I wasn't feeling well. So if I'm not feeling well, I'm not going to, do anything, because you got to be in top shape. It's like, you're entering a marathon. You can't run a race if you got a little bit of a nasal problem, and that's what I got. So right now we went up to 144.24. All right, so 144. This level, 143.80, is still a good level. And if it pops through this level, it's drifting back down to 143.16 again. Last night we hit it. We came off a little bit. We couldn't quite make it. Kind of reversed a little bit. Short squeeze rally here. Now it's looking to threaten to go back down. So all the guys that were short down in here got basically probably stopped out up in this level. And now they're probably wondering, okay, why did I put my stop there? I should have put my stop up, up in this area. But hey, that's just conjecture on my part. However, a breakdown between a break of this level and then another consecutive low right after it would show that we're going down to that 143.15, potentially opening 142.57. On the upside, if the market can hold this and take out this top, we are going to that 144.46. Let's move on over to euro yen. This one is really been holding. Euro yen's been the quiet winner. I mean, it did have a nice retracement. We had a level down here as support. It held. It didn't touch it. That's good. Okay, now if we can get back up above, say, I'm going to move this up to this high bar's close if I can. Let me see if I can do that. I can't. There we go, right there. 169, say 66. We got a good chance of popping up towards the 169, 85, and potentially 170. However, if this level, if the 20 level goes, all right, that's the next level of warning, 169.20 right here. If that level goes, we're most likely going to be drifting down to the figure. If that level breaks, we're going back down to that 168, 70, 168.63, and potentially even going down to 168.50. All right, so that's what I got going for you guys. That's your full yen cross breakdown today. Sterling getting crushed. It's more than just dollar strength, obviously. Watch those euro sterling and euro yen rotations closely. The smart money canaries are those guys. The canaries in the mine shaft are in these crosses. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell. You get daily FX plays. And also, head over to Park Avenue Trading and get yourself a free ebook. And remember, as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.